Alrighty. That is the start of the stream. Sorry that little bit of glitch there at the start. I don't know what that was. So I had originally been plugging in my phone for that, and I think my phone had something to do with that. So, but like I said, I'll start up here and go from here. But if not, I don't want PayPal. So here's Vive's official website right there. And you know, so you come down here, and I do want to show you guys some of the games I'm interested in, but now's a good time to read off some of the stuff. Up to 15 by 15 room scale stage, teleport around a boundless virtual world, sitting at your desk, or create a dedicated room scale play area where you can physically walk around. Steam VR tracking provides the best experience possible, so play the way that works for you, seated, standing, or room scale. Powered by Steam VR. Enjoy over 1,500 games for Steam VR, plus everything you love about Steam, including new releases, automatic game updates, and millions of your closest friends. Fully immersive, precise 360-degree controller and headset tracking, realistic graphics, directional audio, and HD, whatever that word is, feedback mean realistic movement, and blah blah blah. Free trial to Vive subscription. That's just like their road subscription. Pick 5 VR titles to try each month for one low price. Receive a free trial when you sign up with Viveport online or through the desktop app. Then play safer than the chaperone system, which basically puts up a wall whenever you get close to it. And then I could have actually just used this. Well, that would have been good to know when I made my thumbnail. Here we go. We're just gonna, watch this here. All credit to Vive. There's like a trailer for the Vive. And then hardware. Headset, adjustable straps and interchangeable inserts. Front-facing camera, eye relief adjustment, and fits most glasses. So then there's that, and then that there. Controllers, designed exclusively for VR, intuitive controllers and gestures, realistic HD graphics and feedback. Then I think it shows the bottom. No, it just shows the top. Okay. Base station, 360-degree play area tracking coverage, wireless syncing, fits standard standard threaded mounting point, which is like this metal part on this. And then that's just their specs for here. That's everything the box comes with. I'm gonna try to skip over as much of this as possible. But yes, so I'm gonna go on YouTube. Well, not this YouTube, obviously. Let's just go to this YouTube and search up HTC Vive review 2018. Alright, so all credit goes to any of these YouTubers I do, because I'm just trying to show you guys what you could be looking for too. Now, just this year they have released the Vive Pro, and the thing was, I was considering an Oculus and a Windows Mixed Reality, but if you come in here and go, I think I just passed it, yeah. So if you go to Mixed Reality right here, get started, I agree. So by the time I spend enough money for this, I've already spent probably as much money as I would pay for, the headset or more. So that I already pretty much had taken that out of the question. And then I was looking into the Oculus Rift, which I will put in here. And then, so here you go. Get into the best for this $3.99. And then there was some things I liked about them and did not. One of them was their interface, but then I realized, you know, Steam had done that as well by now. And I just really didn't like their controllers in general. And I have not really played around with the Rift that much. Like I have the Vive, but I really liked the Vive for what it was. But like, look at this. Why? And then another thing I really did dislike about, I really didn't like about them was if you just, fine, I'll see if you, well, to see if my PC's ready. So it's just going to check everything here. It's going to check everything, make sure everything works and is compatible with Vive. So actually everything's fine, but so this is basically, everything is perfectly fine, unlike, which is, so basically everything that I can't do there, I can't do with, whatever. I can't think of the name of it. Anyway, but yeah, so they come with base stations, but I hate them because if I was to put them there, they were almost like the Vive, but you have to run the stupid cables all the way into your PC, and like by the time I've done that, I'm tripping over wires like that, and I'll knock over the base stations, and those things are like $60, $80 some to replace. I'm like, I just spent $400 on this headset. What's the point of doing that? And that's pretty much what did actually rule out the Oculus for me, is that there's pros and cons to all of them, and then of course I can't do PlayStation VR because I don't have a PlayStation. So, then you guys are probably going to be like, Bryce, why don't you just go out and buy a PlayStation? No. Just no. So, if I pronounce this wrong, if I pronounce this wrong, I'm sorry. I think it's Tyler Wood. All credit goes to him on this here.
Want to make great marketing videos? So fresh, they'll smack you in the face.
Ciao guys, Wood here. So everyone is talking about the HTC Vive.
As much as I would love to see that, I can't understand him very well, so.
Steven, the review. Steven.
No. I'll do this.
So I've been.
And this does actually end all to Thaco Gamers. All credit to him, but something I do want to say is that this video is probably really will explain what put me on edge between these two and what really was the deciding factor. So
I'm getting a lot of viewers asking me to compare the Oculus Rift and the HTC Vive.
And I'll tell you, when it comes to parts, that what really made me want one of the systems and what really didn't make me want the other one, and I'll finally come to what really made me decide really badly on what if I was to go on HTC Vive or Oculus. So
Now, I understand these are the controllers, but still, we're gonna compare the two. So you hang out right here, and we'll do that here in just a second. So hello everybody and welcome to the Thaco Gamers. My name is Matt, and today
Thaco, I'm sorry.
we're going to compare the Oculus Rift and the HTC Vive. I have had both now for a considerable amount of time, and I've put a lot of hours into both of those. I am definitely not 100% one way or the other. Both have advantages, both have disadvantages, and it definitely would have to do with what you specifically want to get out of a VR experience. I am not touching the PlayStation VR here. This is for PC Master Race only. I do have a
I will say I will turn off my face cam for this. It lets you see stuff because I'm afraid that my webcam is gonna block stuff for you guys. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just switch that off. So, then I'm just gonna come over here and make sure that did go off. Yeah, it did. Okay.
PS4. I do not have PlayStation VR. Sorry, guys. So you'll have to go somewhere else for that. But stay here and like this video first before you do that. Anyways, let's go. Let's get to it. So the first thing I'm going to talk about are the sensors, and you can actually see the one for the Oculus right behind me here. I actually mounted mine to the wall. The sensors for the HTC Vive, it comes with 2 of them. You mount them in corners in your room. And
oh yeah, now that I think about this, you guys, so I was reading some reviews and whatnot, but they said, and I heard that if you wanted the best experience, you would have to go out and buy another base station because I guess those 2 base stations work fine for tracking, but they said if you want the best, you want to go out and buy a third one. I don't know what it is. Maybe I feel like part of it is, and Oculus actually spring of this year is releasing some kind of thing that doesn't need a PC, but I'm afraid it's gonna end up like Vives, and you're gonna end up needing a PC in the end, but
And their ability to pick up the room scale is definitely better than Oculus. Even with a 3-sensor setup with the Oculus.
See that? 3-sensor setup, better quality.
You're going to get better room scale with the HTC Vive. Also, they are only wall-mounted. So if you don't have a lot of space, you're probably not looking at the HTC Vive anyway. You're more likely want to go for the Rift. But the Rift is nice. You can use it with 1 sensor if you're sitting down.
Oh yeah, another thing about it, so when I was looking at Windows Mixed Reality, something that really did make me consider this was that it doesn't need the sensors or anything. But, when you go into Steam and everything and you want your games, like Job Simulator, yeah, see this? That means it supports, Windows Mixed Reality. So, let's just say I wanted, and Superhot supports it. I don't know, but let's just say I wanted this game called, I Expect You to Die. Let's say I wanted to play that. And this is, I will say, this is one of my favorite looking VR games. I've not played this personally. No matter where I've gone, they haven't had it. But this looks amazing from everything I've seen on it. But look at that. You can't play it. Now, see, the thing is, Oculus, a lot of things that you can find in the Steam store, it will be Oculus compatible. But I think Steam owns, I think it's HTC, and I think that's, and all their, and you can actually go all the way into here, and if you go to VR, I don't know, free-to-play early access, virtual reality, give me just a second, so when you get certain things, you should just be able to sort this by Vive only. But so let's just get back to this video really quick.
Even some of the room scale stuff, if you're not flipping around, you've got a good degree, a good area in front of you where you can use the Oculus even with 1 sensor. I actually play Elite Dangerous a lot of times with just one of my sensors plugged in because my throttle and flight stick take up some USB ports. So, and I haven't had any issues with that. Another thing I wanted to say is the HTC Vive is only, I mean, you mount them to the wall, or, I mean, you have to get a light stand or something to screw those into. If you want to take your VR around to family, friends, events, whatever, you're probably going to want to go with the Oculus because it's more portable. Mine are mounted to the wall because I don't want to be portable with it. But man, if you just have the desktop ones and you want to go somewhere, I've had people asking me to bring the Vive over to their place and just to unmount those from the wall just to get them over there is kind of a pain. So if you want mobility, portability, want to take...
I will say though, when he says it's hard for portability, if they have some tripods they can use, you legit just unscrew the wing nut and unscrew the base station, and you're rocking and rolling, you're off. That's all that is. Just thought I'd tell you that.
Take it around, show your friends, family, coworkers, whatever else. You're probably going to want to go with the Oculus if that's your main concern. The next thing I want to talk about are the controllers. I hold in my hand here the HTC Vive controller. You can see some marks on here where maybe I can't get that to focus in, but where I have actually punched a wall with this thing. These things have come in contact.
I would not be surprised if I break my window when doing that. Just let that know.
With people's faces. My friend Jason thought he was slashing a zombie and hit me in the face when I was sitting on the couch with us. So a little bit of real blood and guts come out with this, but that's okay. Just be aware of your surroundings when you're using your VR. This controller is pretty good. It's angled like a pistol, which everyone did that, I think, as far as a pistol grip on it. The buttons, there's a menu button above and below the trackpad here. It's not the best placement for that. This trackpad is very responsive and works very well. And as far as your grips are in really good positions here, and your trigger is good. So overall, it's a pretty decent controller. I did have the HTC Vive first before I got the Oculus. And
another thing I want to say, when Oculus launched the Oculus Rift, I think, they didn't have anything like HTC. They were pretty much out of the question when it came to buying VR, because the problem was what I mean by that is your controllers, they didn't have that when it first launched. They had, it came with an Xbox controller, and I think there was like a mini thing. So I don't think you could have used Vive controllers either. But even then, if you are to go over to Vive's website and go to their accessories, and you just want to buy, some controllers or something, you just want yourself some merry old controllers. You're looking at one controller is $130. That means by the time you get that, you're paying half the price you already bought your Vive for. Then your Vive Pro, I don't think it came with much more. I think Vive Pro is pretty much the exact same thing. Well, I mean, I know it is the exact same thing, 2018. Dang, it's $200 for Vive Pro controllers. Anyway, let's, not do this and just come back to the video because I don't know where I'm at anymore.
I was pleased. I had no problems with the controller.
Hold up, dog. The webcam's not on there. Oh, I thought it was on there. Okay, maybe I'm just stupid, sorry. But, guys, I know this is a little bit of a short stream, but that is going to actually end the stream off here because, I don't have much more to talk about besides look out for the Vive. It's going to be a while. If I get the Vive, I might do an unboxing. I probably won't be able to play it, though, because Steam has this thing. I don't remember what it's called. It's, if you go to here, you go to Vive, you go to test your PC. I've already downloaded this like 20 times, but yes. It'll pop up on the screen right here in just a second. So it's gonna, check my computer. And then Steam VR performance test. You're going to do a little bit of this. Actually, since I actually have Steam downloaded, I'm just gonna copy it and, just kind of do some pasting in here. What the heck is that? Oh, well, it's in the video, of course. Anyway. Steam VR performance test. video. I don't want you right now. Thank you. Steam VR performance is already installed. Use now. So Valve is actually who owns Vive. I'm gonna call it. Is Facecam back on? I don't know. No, so let's just go ahead and add that. But now that I think while it's doing that, that is going to be coming down to our ending of the stream, but it says it's not ready. I really do want to know though if I can plug stuff in and at least get it to run my home screen to be able to do like the test. If it just doesn't work at all, what I'm mainly afraid of is that you guys won't be able to see it. So if I do VR, I have a few options. One of those options being I take my phone or camera or something and I put it on the desk and I record my screen, because the screen actually has what you see in VR. But like I've said before, when you're doing VR and I have my face cam going, I mean, that's going to be a little hard because I'm going to be all the way out here in the middle of the room. This is, right here is the absolute probably middle of my room. So when I'm out here, and I mean, I'll probably have a barrier there, like maybe here, probably one over here. I probably have one about right here. My hand's like, here, let me show you guys really quick here. So those are my blinds there. So I probably have a boundary about right here. It's a little bit past my blinds. So, you know. But again, when you're out doing that, you know, you don't. So I might have to do some kind of phone thing to have to do that. Oh, yep, he's working. Robot's getting his port inside, taking a port. This is actually, I think, a Steam lab, or a lab, whatever it's called, lab thing. See, it'll say upgrade required, not ready. So, okay, that's weird. So now, earlier today, the CPU was actually red. But the problem is, I actually just recently, like, and when I say recently, I mean extremely recently, upgraded to a, find the box here, you guys. Oh, there it is. I actually recently upgraded to this, which is a GTX 1050, and their recommended minimum specs. And when I say that, so if you guys follow Fortnite Season 5, that was that was a while ago. Your system isn't capable of running low quality VR, and it appears to be mostly bound to its GPU. We recommend upgrading your graphics card. You may also try upgrading your graphics card drivers, closing performance-heavy applications, and running this test again. So I kind of wonder if maybe after I end the stream, something just fell, and I don't know what that. Oh, it's a power brick. Okay, but so you know, that's the thing. So there's that. I was going to say something, but I cannot remember now. Oh, yeah, I was going to go on Amazon and show you guys something. So, let's say you go to Amazon. So, earlier, this was like a big part of it. It was Intel Core i5 thing. Even on Amazon, it's about $100, $200. And now, here's the problem. They want a GTX 1060 VR ready And by the time that is done, you have spent 250 smackaroos on your graphics card. Why even? And you go to 3 gigabyte, you lose a lot of money. You go down to about 200. Now is this one still VR capable? Yeah, it is. So I'm gonna end the game. I'm gonna end the video here or stream. But if you guys happen to enjoy this stream / video, please consider subscribing, turn on post notifications, smash the like button. But on that, have a safe, wonderful, and blessed rest of your day. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.